2026 is a year of profound new beginnings, shaped by radical self-discovery, self-empowerment, and self-led inspired action. This is your year to make dreams a reality in a very tangible, earthly, fully manifested way. It's also a time of rebirth, both at the level of personal healing and growth, as well as at the level of collective, forward-thinking progress in our communities. Your angels want you to know that they will be here at your side with every step you take into this new chapter of life, and that they are guiding you to claim your incredible power as the co-creator of your reality. There's a ton of incredible information to unpack about this year ahead, so take a deep, heart-centered breath, tune in with me, and get ready to receive your angels' guidance for 2026. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Sarah Hall, and I'm an angel channeler. Every year, I tune into the angels and the energies of our world to receive divine guidance on what to expect in the new year. This year, Archangel Michael, the angel of protection, purification, and the eradication of fear, came forward to help lead and guide our messages. With great joy, Archangel Michael communicated that we are now entering a peak era for reclaiming our personal power and realizing just how unlimited our power truly is, especially in terms of creating the reality we experience in our earthly lives. Archangel Michael wants us to know that a huge part of claiming your power is based in releasing fear so that fear no longer plays a leading role in how you view and shape your life. 2026 is a new beginning for letting inspiration, joy, love, and no limits thinking to become the new leaders of your reality. It is also a time for taking action and embodying empowered leadership in the creation of your new reality. This is all part of what we'll be working on together in my upcoming 40-day manifesting challenge, a guided ritual led by yours truly, including angel-infused inner spiritual work for manifesting your dreams in 2026. If this is calling to you, click the link I left for you below to learn more and sign up for the manifesting challenge. Now, this powerful theme of self-starting, leadership, and inspired action is reflected in both the numerology and astrology surrounding 2026. From a numerology standpoint, 2026 is a one universal year. A one universal year is the start of a new 9-year cycle, meaning it is a powerful year for rebirth and new beginnings. Essentially, we've entered the beginning of a whole new era. 2025 was a 9 universal year and therefore about manifesting the fruition or completion of the past 9-year cycle, as well as shedding the old. 2026 is about manifesting something totally new. It is a new chapter characterized by leadership, innovation, bold action, self-discovery, and a pioneering spirit. This energy is mirrored perfectly by Chinese astrology. According to the Chinese zodiac, 2026 is the year of the fire horse. The horse symbolizes inspired, free-spirited, fast-moving energy. It represents no limits thinking combined with the ability to move forward with speed and power. The fire element intensifies this, adding passion, courage, and determination to the mix, making 2026 a year for bold action, breakthroughs, and significant achievements. This is a time for channeling your highest ideals into quick, bold action fueled by your leadership and self-empowerment. Now, Western astrology reflects these themes beautifully as well, which we'll explore in depth through the following 4 angel messages spanning each quarter of the year ahead. Let's start with an overview of January, February, and March, where the angels are communicating a message of deep self-empowerment. According to the angels, you are being guided to begin this year with a deep psychic inhale, a drawing in of energy and spirit to help you stoke the inner fires of your heart and find your inner power. The first major date in the calendar for this occurs on January 11th, a date known as the 111 portal with the date reading 111. 111 is a number sequence that signifies the power of your consciousness and your ability to hone it in order to shape your reality. Seeing repeating number sequences of ones is a sign from the angels that you are raising your consciousness to claim that incredible co-creating power. On the 111 portal, you'll receive a beautifully timed opportunity to plant your seeds for the year ahead. This is also going to be day 1 of our 40-day manifesting ritual. I'll be hosting a live Zoom call for all those in the manifesting challenge on that day, where I'll be sharing channeled angel messages, answering your questions, and guiding you through an energy activation to open your inner spiritual manifesting portal and align with your intentions for the year ahead. If you want to join, be sure to sign up for the Manifesting Challenge via the link I left for you in the description below. If you're feeling called to make a big shift this year and learn how to claim your manifesting abilities, then you won't want to miss this magical 40-day journey with me and the angels. Overall, know that the 111 portal is your day to go within, discover your heart's true calling for the new chapter ahead, and plant powerful seeds to create it. Next, on January 6th, we'll have a very significant astrological transit. Neptune will be moving into Aries for the next 13 years, meaning that until around 2039, we'll be in an era of inspired action and radical self-discovery. This energy places your focus on discovering your true spiritual identity, then courageously putting your beliefs and values forward in the world so that you can create a reality that matches who and what you are in truth, an unlimited being of divine love. This energy is innovative, intuitive, and powerful for breaking free from limiting false beliefs from the past. Things will only amplify in February when on February 13th, Saturn will also be moving into Aries, where it will stay for the next 2 years, marking a period of significant structure and self-discipline for asserting your leadership and truest values and beliefs even further. Think of this as a meeting of strong discipline and bold, fiery action, helping you to take action to realistically bring about your intentions and birth your new reality. Then, just a few days later on February 17th, we have a Ring of Fire solar eclipse in Aquarius. Eclipses activate fated events and accelerate transformation. This eclipse will be aligned with the North Node, amplifying our evolution towards our future collective destiny. Expect big transformation around themes of social change, humanitarianism, technological advancement, communication, identity, and big fuel for elevating your life's work. This eclipse happens to fall on the same day as the Chinese New Year, which is the official beginning of the Year of the Fire Horse, which will intensify our bold and quick entrance into the new energy even more. Next, on February 20th, we have a very important transit, one that only happens every 36 years or so. A Saturn-Neptune conjunction occurring at 0 degrees of Aries. 0 degrees of Aries represents the ultimate beginning and the spark of life, where we're aligned with absolutely infinite potential at the exact moment of rebirth. A Saturn-Neptune conjunction is about dreams meeting discipline. It is a powerful manifestation portal that ushers in a new era by dissolving old illusions and building a new, tangible, earthly reality. This is your moment for reaping the fruits of the seeds you sowed during the 111 portal and birthing soulful goals into concrete form. This also happens to coincide exactly with the end of our 40-day manifesting challenge ritual. 40 days is a significant period of time in spiritual traditions all around the world, as it symbolizes the exact time needed in order to make a complete transformation, both internally and externally. This amazing Saturn-Neptune conjunction occurs 40 days after the 111 portal, lending even more power to this intensely creative and transformational period that will be setting the tone for the whole year ahead. If you'd like to join me and fellow lightworkers for a 40-day angel-guided ritual in manifestation and soulful self-transformation, then be sure to click the link I left for you below to learn more about my 2026 Manifesting Challenge and sign up. Now, just a few days after this powerful transit, on February 26th, we're starting a Mercury retrograde in Pisces, which will last through March 20th. All of our Mercury retrogrades this year are in water signs, signifying deep emotional reflection, including the surfacing of your emotional past, nostalgia, and emotional healing. The angels want you to know that in order to fully align with your natural and unlimited divine power, it is necessary to heal your heart. When your emotional well-being is whole and healed, you become a clear channel for your divine power. We are all portals between heaven and earth, with the power to weave creative source energy from the heavens into our earthly reality. A whole and healed heart is the clearest and strongest portal for this creation, and throughout 2026, you'll be guided to heal and create that heart-centered wholeness. By the way, we'll be going much deeper into this concept in the Manifesting Challenge, where I'll be sharing angel guidance on how to open your inner spiritual portal and hone it as a clear pathway for manifestation. I'm so excited to share this sacred work with you. Now, heading into March, we have the second half of our first 2026 eclipse season kicking off on March 3rd with the total lunar eclipse in Virgo. This eclipse is aligned with the South Node, emphasizing going within and acknowledging what may need to be healed from your past. Specifically, this energy will illuminate hidden truths in order to put a spotlight on purification, health, and upgrading your daily patterns in order to raise your vibration towards higher functioning and well-being. Overall, know that this first quarter of 2026 is going to be nothing short of intense and transformational, but know that this is truly a gift in preparing you to claim your inner power and make your dreams a reality. Let's journey deeper into the year with an overview of April, May, and June, where the angels are guiding us to focus on grounding into clarity and truth. After the bold and powerful new beginnings we set into motion during the first quarter of the year, your angels will be guiding you to ground your energy and create clarity and consistency to support your newly forming reality. This begins with getting a clear reminder of your highest intentions and values for what you're creating this year, then aligning with those values through clear and empowered communication and action steps. You'll receive a huge check-in regarding your communication patterns beginning around April 25th, when Uranus moves into Gemini for the next 7 years. This transit begins a 7-year cycle for ushering in big changes in your communication patterns, mental flexibility, and adaptability. At a collective level, this will spark an information revolution, including a strong likelihood for breakthroughs in AI, digital connectivity, understanding of our neural network, and how we learn, share, and collaborate as a collective. The next 7 years ahead from this point will bring a major acceleration of the communication and technological patterns that shape daily life as we know it. Staying grounded, connected to the earth, and very clear in how you want to relate with this newly emerging reality will be key to helping you co-create your best and highest reality alongside these collective shifts. In May, the angel's biggest guidance to you is to slow down, breathe, and align with the rhythms of the earth. Though our human world may seem to speed ahead with so many changes, the earth has a deeper and more timeless wisdom to impart. The earth is one of our greatest teachers and supporters in bringing about new realities. Slow down, align with her, and allow her energetic field to bathe you with fertility, strength, and nurturing as you continue to ground into your newly forming reality. On June 29th, we have the beginning of our next Mercury retrograde in the sign of Cancer, which will last through July 23rd. The theme here is emotional introspection with a special focus on your home and family life. Remember, the second quarter of 2026 is about grounding and clarity. A very significant part of your life's roots are centered in your home and family life. When you bring healing, light, and nourishment to your home and family life, everything else thrives. Since this is a retrograde, and retrogrades are about reviewing the past, you may find that you're guided to contemplate old family concerns, heal any past family-centered wounds, and thereby strengthen your emotional roots. This is also the perfect time to focus on household projects that upgrade the flow of energy in your home and even further lends to the functionality of your highest aims in life. These shifts will all set the stage beautifully for June 30th, when Jupiter shifts signs into Leo for the next year. This creates a very beautiful energy, heightening your creativity, self-expression, and relationship with abundance. The angels want you to know that you'll be receiving a boost in guidance and healing for your confidence, joy, and leadership as an empowered communicator and co-creator. Overall, this period is clarifying the truth. You're being guided to let go of what does not support your highest values, truth, and vision in life. Get clear about what you want to align with, then ground into that clarity with a strong, healed spiritual and emotional root system. This leads us to the third quarter of 2026, spanning through July, August, and September, where the angels are guiding us to focus on faith through upheaval and change. You'll be glad that you focused on creating a solid, grounded foundation during the second chapter of 2026, because you'll need it as we head into the third quarter of the year, where we'll see an increased intensity around transformation, including a strong potential for upheaval and unexpected change. Don't let the concept of upheaval intimidate you. The angels want you to remember that all change, whether comfortable and expected or uncomfortable and unexpected, is part of a much bigger picture. You are one with the great harmony of the universe. Everything in your life is part of a flowing network of higher purpose and well-being that is working to serve your soul's highest intentions for this life. The angels are encouraging you to have faith in that greater purpose and trust in the flow of the universe. Though the unexpected may arise, the angels want you to know that you and all that you hold dear is ultimately safe, protected, and divinely guided through each change. This energy of change begins on July 4th with a Mars and Uranus conjunction, signifying an intensive, assertive, and perhaps even disruptive changing energy. This energy has a very specific aim: to push for radical independence, free thinking, and innovative action. This is where we may be called to clear out anything out of sync with our higher values and make our world a safer and more supportive place for us to nurture our creations and all we hold dear. Don't be afraid to speak up, walk away from toxicity, or assert your independence from anything limiting or from oppressing situations. You'll be divinely guided to tap into your deep inner wellspring of courage and innovative thinking to get unstuck from what no longer serves you and create from a higher perspective. This energy of transformation will deepen as we dive into the second eclipse season of 2026, beginning on August 12th with the total solar eclipse in Leo. This eclipse signals a powerful new beginning, sparking major shifts in self-expression, leadership, identity, creativity, and passion projects. This is taking us even deeper into the biggest themes of 2026, where you're being guided to awaken as your own greatest power source for manifesting your reality. You are a leader, and the energy around this time is helping you to claim that in a huge way, potentially bringing a paradigm shift in your self-concept and in the beliefs that govern your daily life. All the events and inner shifts around this time will be in support of your shedding what is inauthentic and embracing your truest and highest self. On August 28th, we have a partial lunar eclipse in Pisces focused on emotional release, spiritual clearing, releasing illusions, and healing any old patterns of martyrdom, escapism, or self-sacrifice so that you can align with your true self and true power. This is a powerful time for awakening your psychic senses and intuition, as well as upgrading your mental and emotional health. Remember, emotional health and wholeness is a key pathway for aligning with your power. 2026 is a year of absolute alchemy for achieving this healing, wholeness, and alignment with your power. As eclipse season winds down, the angels are inviting you to spend your September grounding your energy, focusing on self-nourishment, and holding faith. By this time, it is very likely that you'll have gone through some personal changes. It is important to hold your faith and trust in the flow of life here, and know that all is moving in support of your highest divine good and the highest divine good of everyone around you. Deepen your spiritual practices during this time, including meditation and calling in your angels to help strengthen your faith. This brings us to the final chapter of 2026, where we'll explore the energies of October, November, and December, and where the angels are inviting us to focus on gratitude and abundance. 2026 is a beautiful interplay between creation and self-discovery. It is an initiation one step deeper into your power, wherein, for those willing to receive it, the universe is pouring out the gift of awakening into a higher state of consciousness. Undergoing the personal transformations involved in aligning with higher consciousness may not always be easy or comfortable, but there are incredible blessings that come with it. And in the final months of the year, you're being guided to celebrate this. Beginning on October 3rd, we have a Venus retrograde beginning in the sign of Scorpio, then moving back through Libra as this retrograde spans through November 14th. This will be a significant period of time for reflection, learning, and growth in your relationships, your self-worth, and your finances. According to the angels, your self-love is at the very center of all three of these areas of your life. When you see and relate with yourself through a lens of self-love, you're seeing yourself as the divine creator sees you, and therefore seeing the divine truth of who and what you are. When you truly love yourself, you align with your incredible, infinite self-worth. The higher and more divinely aligned your self-worth, the more healthful and divinely aligned your relationships and finances become. The reason why is because a healthy flow of self-love and self-worth naturally regulates and harmonizes the flow of giving and receiving energies within you. This helps you to experience balance in your intimacy with both yourself and others. It helps you to give and receive in the earthly plane in such a way that attracts a very healthful flow of financial support and peace. Anything that needs upgrading in these areas of life will receive a spotlight of healing attention during October and the first half of November. Wherever there is past trauma related to intimacy, trust, or abundance, you'll receive a big support to heal and reprogram it. You'll also be guided to amplify the blessings, joy, and goodness in these areas of life, helping you to celebrate and strengthen all that nourishes your heart, body, and soul in this world. The angels are inviting you to set strong intentions to upgrade your relationships with love, intimacy, and financial peace during this time. Your intentions are very powerful, and you have all that you need to co-create a higher reality for yourself now. Alongside these shifts, we'll also have our final Mercury retrograde of the year, spanning from October 24th through November 13th in the sign of Scorpio. Remember, the Mercury retrogrades of 2026 are a dance of emotional alchemy, phases of emotional healing and transformation aimed at helping you to awaken your wellness and therefore your power. This Mercury retrograde in Scorpio is deepening your self-awareness and wisdom. It will be a time for deep introspection, helping you to uncover hidden truths and heal whatever needs healing related to your power, your truth, and your vulnerability. This energy is strengthening your ability to be radically honest in your relationships with yourself and others, and bring higher truths of self-understanding into the picture. Understanding your truest inner motivations will help you to purify your actions, words, and beliefs so that all aligns with your higher destiny and higher well-being. Though there may be important inner work associated with these healing changes, the angels are inviting you to carve out the time and space to celebrate your life as well. Rejoice in the abundance, love, and goodness you have, and you'll draw more of these things to yourself. Trust in the infinite flow of abundance, and know that you are a channel of that infinite abundance. As a child of the divine, there is no limitation that could ever truly bar you from experiencing total and complete freedom and well-being. You are being guided to awaken to that in the final cadences of this year, and thereby further deepen your connection to the new chapter of life you have created. The angels want you to know that there is so much beauty and good to be grateful for on the path ahead. They thank you for channeling it and for receiving their messages of love and hope today. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, And remember, if you'd like to join me for a truly magical and transformational experience in manifesting, then be sure to click the link I left for you below to join my 2026 Manifesting Challenge. I can't wait to share all of the angel guidance I have channeled for our manifesting ritual this year and see where the journey will take us. Thank you again for receiving today with an open heart, and know until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!